Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officer Study 24/7. So first of all, let me know how are you all. Also, let me know is audio, video both are okay. Are we good to go? So let's just start the session. Every day we are discussing one particular unit from Module B. So if we talk about IE IFS, it have 45 units. Out of 45 units, 11 units are there in Module A. Then around 8 units are there in Module B. So we have done with the Module A. We have also done the advanced questions of Module A. Then we have started Module B. We have done with the Module B individual session. So in today's session, the next topic we will talking, it means the individual topic we are talking about here about the Module B. So you can see it is the 7th class of Module B. Okay, and in this particular class we will be talking about the unit number 18, that is System of National Accounts and GDP concept. So there are, as I've told you, there are 8 units in Module B, and when it comes to the Module B class number 12, it means unit number 12 to 19. These are the units we have in the Module B. Okay, 12 to 19. And today, as you can see, we are discussing 18. So tomorrow we will be doing the 19th unit. And this is how the Module A topic wise practice have been done by us on YouTube. Okay, apart from that, as we have completed all the units, like from 12 to 19 units we have completed, then we will be doing certain advanced questions on the same units. It means on Module B we will be practicing certain advanced questions on the session. Okay, after tomorrow's session, it means on Saturday, है ना? On Saturday, we will be having the session in which we will be talking about the advanced questions from Module B, the combined unit from 12 to 19. Combined unit advanced questions will be done on Saturday. Okay, so do make sure before Saturday you will see all the individual sessions of Module B on Officer Study 24/7. So if you haven't seen till now the other classes, the recording of the classes are available on the YouTube in the playlist, है ना? Just go to the Officer Study 24/7, go to the playlist section. The playlist will be available for all of you, and it's updates time to time so that you will get the latest videos as well. Okay, so let's start. As you can see, today's topic we have System of National Account and GDP concepts. When we talk about System of National Account, it's a kind of a standard way. It's a standard way to define your statistical data, to define your economic data in a way that it is easy to compare with the other countries. So we know, as we are one of the emerging nations in the world, emerging country in the world, or as IMF said that India is the fastest growing economy in the world. All the other countries will be compared, or India's growth will be compared with the other countries. And for this comparison, to know which country is at the top 5 level, which country is at the top 3 level, we have to compare the statistical data of each and every country. And for that, we have made a standard way by which we are comparing the data, and that is known as your System of National Account. Okay, so it is a standard way to compare your what we can call it. It is the standard way to compare all your details or your data, etc. about the economic growth and economic development. Okay, apart from that, if we talk about GDP concepts, when we have to study the GDP concept, it's not like just you have to know what is GDP and how to calculate the GDP. This is not sufficient. When you are studying GDP, you have to cover the national income, the per capita income, the GDP, the GNP, the NDP, and the NNP. All these have to be covered to understand the overall GDP concepts. Apart from that, gross value added, GVA, is also a concept there. Apart from that, we have to cover the different calculations of these products, like gross domestic product, gross national product, net domestic product, net national product. We have to study these products on a particular values, like on market price, on factor cost. So this is all we have to cover in the chapter. Okay, so a little bit introduction of all these terms. If we talk about, let's say for example, if I talk about the gross value, gross means the total value of a product, and gross means the total value of a product. Let's say for example, I have purchased this pen, or I can say this marker, in the year 2022, let's say for example, and I have purchased this marker of 100 rupee. Okay, in 2022 I purchased this marker in 100 rupee, and in 2024 I want to resell this marker. I used it for 2 years. Now I do not have need of this marker anymore, so I'm selling it to another person. And when I'm selling it to another person, can the another person will pay 100 rupee to me? Obviously not, because for the last 2 years I'm using this marker, so somehow its value have been decreased, and that is known as depreciation. This is what? This is depreciation. When the value of goods and services decrease because of its consumption. Or depreciation means, simply you can call the depreciation what? It's the decreased value or used value of a product. So it's very obvious. The total value of this marker is 100 rupee, because it is what the price of marker when it was introduced by the company. Clear? Now, but apart from that, what's the value of this marker today will be calculated with the net value. So net means remained value. It means remained value means after removing all the depreciations, after removing all the value that have been used from this product, this marker or any other product, you have to calculate the net value, and that is your net. So net means remained value. If this marker was of 100 rupee in 2022 when it was first sold, that's the gross value of the marker. And if today I'm going to sell this marker to another person, let's say another person is ready to pay me only 20 rupees because I have used it for the 2 years. So the ink in the marker have been used by me. Let's say the body is not good. Let's say some crack or something is there. So now at present, this marker, the another person is ready to purchase in only 20 rupees. So the 20 value is your net value and the 100 value is your gross value. And it happened with all goods and services. Like let's say, for example, you are purchasing, for example, Royal Enfield today. And in 2024, on 4th of January, you have purchased the Royal Enfield. After 6 months or after 2 months, you have purchased today at 1.25 lakhs, for example. After 1 month, when you are going to sell it, it will not give you 1.25 value. It will give you, let's say, 1 lakh or let's say 90,000 or something else. Okay. So this is why, because for the 1 month period, you have used that value, and that is known as your net value. Okay. Now we have domestic product. Domestic product means the production that have been done within the geographical boundary of a country. So when we talk about domestic product is simply when you have the production of goods and services within the geographical boundary of a country. It doesn't matter who is producing. It can be Indian company, it can be foreign company, it can be Indian, it can be foreigner, but it has to be produced within the geographical boundary of a country. That's the condition. Okay. Now, apart from that, we have national product. What is national product? The production that have to be done by the citizen. Doesn't matter where the citizen is. But if the production have been done by the citizen, it will be calculated as national product. Whether it is produced in India or in any other country, that's a national product. And if the product is produced within the geographical boundary of a country, that's a domestic product. Clear? So these are the certain terms you have to remember, and then only we will be able to remember, or we will be able to understand these concepts. Okay. So this is a very basic we have covered here about this GDP concept or system of national account. Let's start, move forward, and we'll discuss further concepts of the same chapter in form of questions. So the first question is talking about the average income of a country is known as. What is the average income of a country is known as? Let me know. Okay. So the average income you are talking about will be your per capita income. The right answer is per capita income. So the average income of a country is known as what? It is known as the per capita income. How to calculate per capita income? Simple. Per capita income equals to national income divided by the total population. So what an individual person is earning in a financial year, that is calculated with the help of your per capita income. So the average income of a country is known as what? Your per capita income. So it is the average of national income. Hana, when you calculate, like if the formula we have written here is the formula of average in the mathematics. So what is the formula of average? Simply sum of all variables divided by number of variables. So national income when divided by total population, it gives us the value of per capita income, and that's the average income of a country. Right answer is P. Next question, what is nominal GDP? So let's understand first of all what is GDP. So GDP means the money value of all final goods and services produced within this geographical boundary. Let's say the circle is a geographical boundary of a country. Whatever production you have done within this circle, that is known as your GDP. Whether it is done by Indian or foreigner, doesn't matter, but it should be done within the geographical boundary of a country. That's the GDP. Now this GDP can be calculated at two values, that is nominal GDP and you have a real GDP. When we when we talk about the nominal GDP is the same. You are calculating the money value of all final goods and services within the geographical boundary, but at what? At the current prices. And nominal GDP will be calculated on current prices, and the real GDP will be calculated on constant prices. Now, what does this mean? What is the meaning of this? When we call about the nominal GDP or real GDP, it means when you calculate the value of production of goods and services of a country in a financial year, when you calculated the current price, it means you are not comparing with any value you have seen from 1st of April 2023 till 31st of March 2024. Whatever we have produced, what is the value of that production? When you calculate only that value, it is known as your nominal value. That's the nominal GDP. And when it comes to the real GDP, this value of 1st April 2023 to 31st March of 2024, you have to compare with the base year. You will have a base year that is right now 2011-12. With the base year, you have to compare the value and you have to adjust the inflation in that comparison. And when you do so, that is known as your real GDP. And why it is real? Because you are managing or you are adjusting the value of inflation in that. Okay, so right answer will be your Acha, this is the definition. Okay, now let's move forward and see the options. What is the nominal GDP? First is saying adjusted for inflation. No, if it is adjusted for inflation, it's a real GDP because it will be calculated on the constant price. When you're calculating on the constant price, it will be adjusting your inflation. Second, GDP minus depreciation will give you NDP. So it means third is also not correct. GDP that only include domestic production. No. So right answer is B, that is GDP at current market price without adjusting for the inflation. So whatever production have been done in this financial year, only that value you are calculating there. And this is known as what? This is known as the nominal GDP. So what is nominal GDP? Simply GDP at market price without adjusting for inflation. So right answer will be your B. Right answer we have is B. Okay, next question. What is the main difference between GDP and GNP? So you have to find out the main difference between GDP and GNP. When we talk about GDP, GDP talks about the money value of all final goods and services produced within the geographical boundary of a country. Okay, like within the country, how much production you have done, that will be cross-checked. And GNP means citizens have produced goods and services. So in a short way, I will write like this. Whatever production have been done by Indian or foreigner within the boundary, that's a GDP. And in GNP, you will find whatever production have been done by this citizen of your country within the boundary and outside the geographical boundary is GNP. So what's the difference actually? The difference we have here is very simple. Anna, the difference here is very simple, and the difference is that the Indians which are in the foreign country earning and the foreigners which are earning in India, the two will be the difference. Okay, the Indians earning abroad and the foreigners earning in India, that's the difference you have to calculate here. And that's the difference between GDP and GNP. So first is saying GDP includes depreciation while GNP does not. This is not true. GNP also includes the depreciation. Now GDP includes income from abroad while GNP does not. GDP do not include the income from abroad. This is not true. GDP value for domestic company only while GNP includes foreign company. No, GDP also value the foreign companies. That I have already told you. It means this is also wrong. So the right answer will be GDP measures value within geographical borders regardless of what? Ownership. Regardless of ownership means it can be Indian, it can be foreigner, doesn't matter. But it have to be there within the geographical boundary. Second is saying GNP measures value produced by nationals regardless of location. And this is true. Nationals means the citizens. Regardless of location means it can be in India, it can be in USA, it can be in China, it can be in Pakistan. Doesn't matter which location is it. But it have to be produced by the citizens. So right answer will be your C option. Right answer we have is C. Okay. Next. If a country's GDP is rising, it could indicate that. If the country's GDP is rising, it could indicate what? A, B, C, or D? Okay. So if GDP is rising, what is GDP? The production within the country. That is the GDP. So when it's saying that the country is importing more goods and services, no. The country's population is decreasing, no. The country is producing less goods and services, no. The right answer is B, because the country is producing more goods and services. So when GDP is rising, it means more goods and services will be produced within the geographical boundary of a country. So that's why the right answer will be your B option. That is when the country is producing more goods and services. Okay, right answer is B. Next question. What does the concept of green GDP aims to incorporate? Acha, now if you remember, we have talked about climate change and sustainable development. There we have studied the green finance. There we have studied the green bonds. And we have talked about like green finance and green bonds. What are they? They are simply, you can call the way of raising capital in such a sense that whatever money you are raising, that will go to only your environment friendly products or environment friendly projects or environment friendly industries. That's the green bond, that's the green finance. And when it comes to the green GDP, now we can understand it is somehow related to the environment. Okay, so it's the way of calculating the production of the country that actually calculates what is the impact on the environment. So first is saying the extent of financial inclusion, obviously not. Achha, what is financial inclusion? Now this is your kind of homework that you have to let me know in the comment section. So whenever you are watching recording, do drop a message after watching or after completing the session, like what is financial inclusion. I have discussed this so many times in the paid classes as well as in the YouTube as well. Okay, so do make sure you check this. What is financial inclusion? Do drop answer. The definition of financial inclusion. Now, the health and education level of a country, obviously not. The earnings from the external sector of the country, no. It is the environmental effect of economic growth. The environmental impact of economic growth will be calculated or will be taken care of under the green GDP. So when you calculate the green GDP, you also check it's not like how much production have been done. You also calculate what happened with the environment. What is the impact on the environment? That will also be calculated. So the right answer will be your C. Okay, right answer we have is C. Next. Next question is factors of production. Which of the following is the factor of production? Factor of production. So there are 4 factors of production. How many factors of production are there? 4 factors of production are there. What is the meaning of factors of production? Simply those goods and services, not the goods and services, actually we can say factor of production is the thing that you use for the for creating manufacturing goods, for creating finished goods, for creating final goods, whatever you can say. So the things which is used for the manufacturing of goods and services, that is known as your factors of production. There are 4 factors of production: land, labor, capital, entrepreneur. They all are required to manufacture anything, to produce anything. So the right answer will be your C. These are the 4 factors of production. And out of land, we have earning of rent. Labor have earning of wages. On capital, we earn interest, or the entrepreneurs are earning profit. That's the income that they are doing on the factors of production. Now, what is the net domestic product? Now, how to answer this question? First, you have to have in your mind what actually the NDP is. So if there is a domestic product, it means production within the geographical boundary have to be seen. It means in the option within geographical boundary is the keyword that you are looking for. Second, net, it means the depreciation have to be deducted, or we have to exclude the depreciation because you are calculating net value. So you have to have in your mind that 2 keywords you are looking for. First is within geographical boundary. Second is excluding the depreciation. So first is saying the total value of goods and services produced within a country's border. So this have been done. Okay, this is true. But including depreciation, you have to exclude. So first is not correct. Second is saying the total value of goods and services produced within the country. The first keyword we have got, but the second keyword is saying without even considering the depreciation. This is also not true. Then the total value of goods and services produced by country's citizen. Now we are not getting our first keyword here. Okay. So the last option is the total value of goods and services produced within a geographical boundary or country's border. The first keyword is there, and subtracting depreciation, the second keyword is also there. So the right answer will be D. So NDP is the total money value of all final goods and services that is produced within the geographical boundary of a country. Okay. And what? And the next thing is subtracting depreciation. Clear? So right answer will be your D. Next question. Next, we have the personal consumption expenditure of household divided into. Like if we talk about individuals, like if we talk about our households, what products we are consuming? We are consuming durable goods. We are consuming non-durable goods. We are having certain types of services. It means what? It means all of the above. The right answer is all of the above. So personal consumption expenditure of household divided into all of the above. Next question. What does GNP primarily measure? What is GNP? Gross national product. So up now you have to have in your mind, first it is a national product. Like the first keyword you are looking for is citizen. Citizen have to be there, doesn't matter what is the location. Then because it is gross value, so you do not have to depreciate you do not have to subtract the depreciation. Okay, citizen should be there, and there is no need of depreciating subtracting the depreciation. Clear? Do remember these 2 things. Now, first is saying the total value of goods and services produced within the country's border. Wrong. The total value of goods and services produced by country citizen. This is true. First keyword we have found. Second, regardless of where they are located. This is true. Doesn't matter where they are located, but the production have been done by the citizen, and this is your right answer. So your right answer will be B option. Right answer is B. Clear? Why not third and fourth? Because the third is saying the total value of goods and services adjusted for inflation. This is not. This is your real GDP. Okay. Now the total value export minus import, it means your net export. It is the value of your net exports. And it was asking about your GNP. So the right answer is your B, not A, not C, not D. Right answer is B. Okay. Next question. Market price is the dash price for which a good or service is offered in the marketplace. Next question we have is, market price is the dash price for which a good or service is offered in the marketplace. So the price at which you are offering your goods and services in the market is what? It's a nominal price, it's an economic price, it's a marginal price, it's a deficit price. So your right answer will be what? It is your economic price. The right answer will be your B. It's your economic price. Okay, right answer will be B. Okay, done. So this is the certain questions we have discussed about the system of national account and GDP concept. Now you have to let me know how many answers you have given correct. Also in the comment section, you have to let me know what is financial inclusion. If you have any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. I will take your comment and answer there. Okay. So this is all for today. Now let's move forward, and there is one big information for all of you, that resolution batch is going to start from 10th of January. And I will be starting principles and practices of banking in this batch from 10th of January in the evening 8 to 9 p.m. So this is the first subject we are starting. And why we are starting with the PPP? Because it has a huge syllabus. And it has a huge syllabus, so it will be better to start early so that we will end this early. So your batch the batch is going to start from 10th of January. How to enroll? First of all, just download the Adda 24/7 application. Okay. After downloading the application, you have to go to the exam category. That is your JAIIB, CIB. Here the exam category is. Then go to the JAIIB May 2024. You will find all the batches available here. Click on the view all offer and you will find all the batches. Okay, all the batches are available. And you can see resolution batches here. This is starting from 10th of January. So how to enroll? Do check the offering, check the validity, click on the buy now option. If you use this code NY75, you will get only 75% discount. So what you can use? You can use the code Y496. Click on apply. After applying, you can see you are getting here 78% discount. The 1% additional discount will be there when you use the coins on the application. This is a 78% discount by using the code Y496. Okay. And this is how you can enroll yourself in the upcoming resolution batch starting from 10th of January. And the same process have to be applied while you are purchasing any other batch. Okay, the process is same. Now, apart from that, if you want to join the YT sessions regularly, for that you have to subscribe the channel Officers Adda 24/7 and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. And if you want to join IFS session regularly, do join Monday to Saturday at 7 p.m. only on Officers Adda 24/7. And for the same, for PPP is available in the morning at 6 a.m. Okay, so whatever sessions you want to attend, first subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that you do not have to miss any session here. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you all for joining the session. And if you have doubt, you can ask in the comment section. So see you in the next class. Till then, take care, everyone.